Good morning. Hi, Carrie from Texas. How are we doing on this Thursday? No rain. Sun is out, sun is shining. Praise the Lord. Thought we were going to float away. I'm telling you, my yard was underwater. Hope you're having a good morning so far. I'm a little late getting started this morning, but that's okay. Got my trusty iced coffee. Do you have something to drink? And get your tools, get your makeup, get you a snack if that's what you need, and let's get this day started. Put ourselves together and make it a fantastic, productive day. Obviously, I'm wearing gray this morning, so we're going to do an all gray eyeshadow look today. One of my favorites. And I might actually, because I am wearing some powder blue in my leggings, I might actually do a little bit of blue liner with my gray eyeshadow. Make it pop. Remember how I talked about with your eye color, especially if you're lining your eyes like I do, which is the way that I help make my eyes look more open this way, and that is with opposite colors, or a color to outline and shape my actual eyeball. So, but let's get started. First and foremost, are you guys making sure that you're working on your skincare routine every day and every night? That's so important, because it doesn't matter what we do with our prep if we don't have good skin care and our skin is not in good shape when we start this process. It's not going to look good. Your makeup is not going to be as good as it can be if you don't take really good care of your skin and have a good, solid skincare routine every day, at least twice a day, morning and night. When you get up, when you wash your face, and then at night when you wash your face again, and then prepare your skin for overnight. So important. I can't stress that enough. Having your skin in good condition is the most important step to having beautiful makeup. If your skin's not doing well, your makeup's not going to look great. It just makes common sense if you really stop and think about it. So what are we working with? We are working with two different type of primers. If you're new to my community, and by the way, if you are, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. I have so many new members of my community, and thank you for that. I am just thrilled to pieces to have you here, and I want to hear from you. Let's create conversations and discussions. That's what this channel is all about, is helping each other with situations, advice, implementation of products, reviews, frustrations, concerns, if you need help with something. Last year I started some new services, which are skincare routine consultations and makeup makeovers. And so I would love to hear from you. If you are interested in booking that, you just have to go to my main landing page, which is my full name, www.carriedevlinscroggins.com. That's always linked in the description below. And you can also just send me a comment and we'll connect that way. So primers are so important, right? So we're putting an e.l.f. primer on, which is, I think, in my opinion, one of their best. It's a hydrating primer. And then I'm also using my Gover Girl skin corrector, primer, and moisturizer. These two together really get my skin ready for makeup. And they're good price points. They are not going to break the bank. Gover Girl, of course, has been around for decades. Their reputation speaks volumes. e.l.f. is a newer company, but they are just knocking their socks off with so many great products, so many great formulas, and the price point on both of these is affordable for everyone, and that to me is fantastic. Shouldn't have to spend an absolute fortune on any makeup product. There are so many out there that there's so many great dupes available. And the dupe is just a copy. If you don't know that and you're new to the community, that's just a copy of a high-end product. And believe me, there are tons of people that in this industry, that's what they do, is they spend their time going and looking for dupes, and all of us benefit from that. Okay, next step is foundation. And if you're new to my channel, I am 61 years old. I am filming this with just a camera. There are no filters. It's me live. You will notice that I do like for my foundation to use my fingers, because I like how it feels. I like how it spreads the foundation evenly, and I like how the heat in my fingers helps manipulate the product and get it to sink into my skin. You want a product that's going to sink into your skin and enhance your skin, right? Products that just sit flat on the top of your skin, right? They're just like bubbles, and they're going to move and they're going to shift, and they're not going to give you the best result. For me, I'm looking for a foundation that is lightweight, that breathes, because I have a mature skin. We're not going to use the word old, we're going to use the word mature skin. And so I want something that's going to give me good coverage, that's going to cover up the age spots that I have and the discolorations that I have in my skin, because I am 61. And I want a product that's going to breathe. I don't want to feel like I'm wearing a heavy mask of anything. And this foundation definitely gives me that. It just goes on and feels absolutely like silk, and it sinks into and enhances my skin. It goes to these areas where I have lines, and it helps plump and make that area supple and smooth. It also works on the few areas that I do have where my pores are a little bit bigger, and it helps to reduce the look of those. And I would say this is a medium price point product. You know, it's not $100. There are plenty of them out there that are designer products that are $100 for foundation. This one, there's quite a bit in this bottle. It's the lightest color. It's Haus Labs, which is a Lady Gaga product. While we're talking about that, I do want to just say, when I recommend a product, it's based on the product, how the product works. It doesn't have anything to do with the person who has founded the line, or how they feel, or what position they have politically. I am just strictly talking about a product when it works or when it doesn't work. It's not a direct comment about the person who developed the line. It is the product. I want to make that completely clear. So when I'm endorsing a product, it's because of the product and not for any other reason. This is one of the best foundations I've ever used, ever. Because it is lightweight, it gives me good coverage, it breathes on my skin, and it makes my skin look years younger. So it's a recommendation. They have a fantastic color choice too, and you can find it on sale. I found it on sale using my points at Ulta, so it is available. I think if I remember correctly, it was like $45. So it's sort of the mid-range price level. It's worth every penny, in my opinion. Alright, so next what we're going to do is we're going to seal this all up. So we've spread it out, we've checked to make sure that there's no lines anywhere, that it's all smooth. And we're going to come in now with loose setting powder. This is Laura Mercier's pink setting powder. And I do always start at my eyes. I don't know why, but that's just where I've always started the process to seal up the wet products that are on my face. Oops, you know, I forgot one thing. before we get too much further, I did this the other day, I forgot my concealer. So, let's just jump in real quick before I finish this. And a little concealer right here. Not too late. That's what happens, I get talking too much and I forget to finish what I should have finished. This is LA Girls Pro Concealer. I do like this product very much. It's very supple and moisturizing. It goes on very well. It's a great formula. It lasts all day. The only thing that I have to say about it negatively is the applicator. I don't like the applicator because it comes out the bottom of the top, and I don't like that because that just can get everywhere and it can get a little messy. Alright, so let's go in and let's get this concealer on. Luckily I didn't have hardly any powder already there, so it's going to be just fine. And I am using my great brushes that I have from Anise. I love these brushes. They are definitely worth the investment. This one in particular is a really great brush because it gets right up under and into the areas that you really need to concentrate your concealer, and that's right up in here. And I'm stippling this in. I'm just using the brush and pushing it into my skin. Very nice. Did good. Okay, so now that I fixed that, let's get it sealed up. And up to the other side. You know, I was watching a video yesterday, one of the influencers that I follow regularly, and she was talking about different types of videos and how she was going back through her makeup collection and deciding what to do for the day, and she just realized that she had this massive makeup collection and that she needed to revisit a lot of the products that she hadn't used in a while, and in doing so she realized that she had a lot of products that she really loved that she hadn't used. And then she was saying that she likes to watch other influencers who use their favorite products sort of over and over again with different variations. And I got to thinking, well, okay, so what is my style? And my style is definitely that. I have a very specific routine that I do, very specific products that I do. I will occasionally, show you guys a new product that I have found, but I am definitely a creature of habit. I like to use the same products. I like the routine. I like, talking about the different products and what they are and my experience level with them. So a lot of influencers do different type of things every day, and I don't think that I'm kind of one of those influencers. I like what I like, and I want to talk to you about what I like so you become proficient at it. Just going out and finding new product after new product, to me, that's just not something that I'm really interested in, and so I'm always going to sort of be this same, but with different variations and colors and applications. Just so if you are new to the channel, you have an idea of what my content is. Alright, so now we are doing brows, and I'm using this 3-step brow system. It's pretty new to me. I haven't been using it a really long time, but I am absolutely loving it. It is a benefit product, and it is a 3-step brow system where the first step is obviously a pencil, and I am just coming in and I am outlining the natural shape of my brow. And I start here in the middle to try to get as even as I can. You don't need a lot of pressure with this pencil. That's one thing that I really like about this system and this product, is you don't need to put a lot of pressure on your pencil. You know, some of them you gotta really put your pressure down. Not this one. This one just glides on. And it's so easy to control. And for me, that's really important because I don't do well with seeing things out of my peripheral vision, and so trying to get them to be equal and uniform for me is a challenge. So using this really easy pencil for me is really important. I couldn't do it if it was one of those pencils that I really had to put a lot of effort into. I would just get frustrated and not be able to work with it. Luckily, that is not one of them with this product. So that is the pencil end, and then once I get that done, I take the spoolie and I just make sure that it's sort of even, and I don't have any harsh lines at the front. Okay. Second step is wax. And we're taking this little brush, it's got wax on it, and we are just going to apply it to the brow hairs so they stand up and stay in place. Very simple. One thing about using this particular type of product is you realize really quickly if you have long brow hairs. And if you do, it's a great product to help you get those trimmed. I give my husband a hard time all the time because his eyebrows grow so quickly, and he looks like Santa Claus sometimes because he's got really beautiful gray hair, and they get really curly at the top. Shouldn't give him a hard time, but they grow so quickly. I mean, like every week. Okay, the third product for this system is the actual product itself, which has color to it. So this is sort of brow mascara, if you will. And we're just coming back over and we are coloring those brows with this brow mascara. Definitely have to work on that side because they're getting long. Really long, actually. Alright. And this side is definitely fuller than this side. Perfect. Benefit Eyebrow System. Pencil, wax, and then the actual product, the brow coloring. I got it at Macy's. Alright, now, gray shadow today. One of my favorite palettes of all time that I got from Shein. And it is Cocoa Venus. It's the name of the palette. And it is by Dikalu. That is the brand. It's this beautiful true gray palette. For me, when I use a gray, I want to use a palette that's going to stay gray. I don't want a gray green or a gray blue. I want a true gray. And this is, in my opinion, one of the truest gray palettes that I've worked with. Alright, so what are we going to do today? We're going to do, first of all, we're going to take the lightest color right here and we're going to put that all over the eye socket, okay, all over it, from the lid all the way up to the top. Get it up underneath your brow. Same over here, go all the way up. Keep that out because it's important here in a second, especially with somebody who has dark brown eyes like I do. We don't want to have any shadows. So in a few minutes you'll see what I mean by that. Okay, we are going to, for today, we are going to use a matte, one of the matte shades. The white one that I just put on is matte, so we're going to use this one over here. It is definitely a matte. There are 4 mattes and the rest of them are shimmers in this palette, so we're going to use the actual matte, and we are going to stipple and put that all on the lid and up into transition and up onto the bone. And what I mean, transition is here, and your bone is up here. So we're going to take that from the lid all the way up into transition and then finish up on the bone itself. Now you may get fallout here, but don't panic about it. We'll come back in and we'll pick that up in just a second, and I will show you the easiest way to do that. We're getting that all the way up and onto that brow bone. And we're going to put a little bit more down on the lid. Okay, looks even. Yes, looks even. Now, for fallout, we're going to take, I use a pressed powder. It is Cover Girl, I'm sorry, Revlon Cover Stay 24-hour pressed powder, and I love this product. I've used it forever and ever. Just going to take it and I'm going to sweep away anything that may have fallen down here. Okay. We're going to leave it open too because we're going to come back in and we're going to make sure there's no grays shadowing here in just a minute. Okay, so now we're going to take this pencil, this blue pencil, if I can get it to work. Actually, I do need to find something really quick. I'm so sorry, but might as well show you how to do it while we're working on it. I need to sharpen the pencil because it will scratch. It will scratch my skin if I don't sharpen it. So I'm just going to take this little sharpener right here, and we're going to, I'm sure you all know how to do this. You just put it in and just turn it gently. You can see that it starts to come out. These are great pencils. I got these from Amazon. There's a set, I think there's a set of 15 to 20, I can't remember exactly. They're called Davis, and they're very, very pigmented. They have a lot of shimmer and depth to the colors, and they are not terribly expensive. So if you're looking for another set of pencils, eye pencils, you can use these as eye pencils, or you can use these as lipstick as well. Davis. is the name of the brand, and I got them on Amazon. Great price too, really great price. So now we're going to use the pencil, and we're going to come in and we're going to line the eye. We're going to take just by your eyelash top waterline and just follow it, and then do the same at the bottom. Then we're going to take the pencil and we're going to come up here into my transition right here, and we're going to make like a little C right here. And we're going to blend this in a second, but what we're doing is we're connecting the transitional area to the waterline. Okay? You can see that, very pretty. Now I want to blend that, so I'm going to get out a small brush, and I'm going to blend it with the white eyeshadow that we used for all over. And the reason I want to do this is I want to set it. Okay, these brushes have a really creamy consistency, so I want to set it, and so it'll stay in the same place that I currently have it. And a way to do that is by using eyeshadow to set it. Very pretty. So you can see now we're going to go ahead and take that same brush, and we're going to blend it up. We're going to blend it up into the transitional area. Get some definition and some color up into that transition area. Because I am definitely wearing, you can't see them, but in my leggings I have this blue color and gray. And there's a little bit of pink. There's some pink flowers on them. Okay, that's beautiful. Now we're going to go to lipstick, which this is a mauve Haus Labs pencil. It's a matte pencil. Goes on so beautifully. It is a true mauve. It may not look like a true mauve in your coloring, but the pencil itself, me looking at it, is definitely a mauve color. I do want to just for a second take my little powder puff, and I want to just come up to my brows a little bit and diffuse. Got a little heavy-handed with the color up here today. Just sort of diffusing and softening that color. That's better. Alright, contour, Milani, another great line for those who are on a budget. You can find this at your drugstore or your grocery store, and this company, they win first in place in so many product lines. Their blushes are fantastic. Their contours are great. This is their, I think this is their lightest contour shade. I will tell you what the number is here in a second. And what we're doing is we are accenting your cheekbone, right? We are just putting color here to define, so when you look, you can see a difference from here to here. You can definitely see it. You can also see it here, a little bit more over here today. So when you look straight on, you can see difference from here to here. And we're getting it up in here a little bit. And then we are following down to our chin, doing the same thing, helping to accentuate the natural shadow of the light when you look at your face and how the light falls on your face. You can definitely see a difference from here to here, and this is where your shadow comes in. This is a great product line, Milani. Their lipsticks are great, their blushes are great. Really, their whole line is fantastic, and their formulas are first class. They make makeup affordable for everyone, and I love that about Milani, CoverGirl, Maybelline, and e.l.f. Quite frankly, all of those companies really help give everybody the opportunity to find beautiful products that last all day and that are worth your money. Okay, blush, we are using Tarte Energy. This is a sort of middle of the line blush as well. I do love it. It is definitely a dupe for Christian Dior's Backstage Rosy Glow. That product is about $90. The Christian Dior, this one is about $40, and it's definitely a dupe for Christian Dior's product. I saved that for really important events, that blush, because it is so expensive. I try to keep it for very important videos or important events. Okay, so now to finish everything up, make sure we have no harsh lines before we get to mascara. I'm going to go back to my Revlon Color Stay, get my powder puff, and we're just going to blend in, make sure we have no harsh lines. We're going to add a little bit of more color to my eye socket because I'm noticing, as I'm looking straight on, I am definitely noticing a shadow. We're just really blending all of those products, making them look seamless. Gives you this beautiful porcelain finish, which for me, I love that look. I am definitely a porcelain type look, not a dewy, because that's relatively new. You know, when I started in this business, the makeup business and the modeling business, it was always about having a matte finish, a porcelain finish. We weren't at the stage where we were talking about, you know, rosy, glowing skin. It was always very, very matte and very, very porcelain driven, the look. Okay, so now you can see I'm picking up that powder on a really fluffy brush, and I'm making sure that I have no shadowing right here. I want to make sure that I don't get any shadowing, because when you get shadows here, when you have dark eyes, your eyes have a tendency to want to sink, and so we don't want that. We want our eyes to be present, and by doing this, what we are doing is we are elongating from here to here and from here to here, making sure that the eye socket is nice and open. And that looks very nice. Okay. Lashes. Love to do lashes. I think it's one of my favorite parts of makeup, that and blush. Because I think you get to see such a transition when you do these products. So just taking the curler and I'm putting it all over the lid and then just holding down the mechanism for a few seconds. Doing the same on the other side. As long as you place it on the lid and use the guide itself to cover the lid, you shouldn't pinch yourself, okay? For me, I have to do this. I also come back in and I try to curl the ends of the lashes a little bit too, because if I don't curl my lashes, you are not going to see them. You're just not. They are very, very straight and they are very, very fair. So for me, I always have to wear mascara. I always wear black, and I always curl my lashes. If you don't curl my lashes, you won't see them. And I start at the bottom and I work my way up. The reason I start at the bottom is because I'm using the product, what's actually on the wand here, and I'm going to where the lash curl starts, which is at the bottom of the lash, and I'm locking that curl in with the product. And we are just moving it up and down to make sure that we let the wand itself coat each individual lash and separate. I am using Maybelline's Sky High mascara, the one that was in all the controversy in the summer of last year. It's a very good product. Does a remarkable job. Reload it again. Do the same over here. Start at the bottom. Lock that curl in. Let your wand really work. Coat and separate and comb each lash. Gives you a beautiful result. I do like, my preference on mascara wands is a hard, small brush like this one. Okay. So you can see that it is a, and I like it. This one, actually I wish this one was a little stiffer because it does have some give to it. I prefer one that is a wand that is very, very stiff. So when I go to the lash, it doesn't move. That's my preference anyways. This one's okay. This one's not as stiff as some of the others that I prefer, but it gets the job done for sure. Just coming back up and getting that in, and then starting over here and just using, I don't like a lot of mascara down on the bottom, just enough where you can see the lash. Then we're going to come back to the top and we're going to go to the end of the lashes and put a little bit more product on the end. This is a great product. Maybelline Sky High mascara, love it. It's a very, very good product. Okay, and then finally today, I do want to just put a little bit of gloss on my lips because they are dry, so I'm using my Christian Dior moisturizing lip gloss. And it has some plumping capabilities in it, which is very nice too. Gives you great moisture in your lips, that product. Alright, I think that's it for me for the day. Let's take a look. Put my glasses on because I'm blind as a bat without them. Very nice. Just, you know, I wanted just something that accented my gray and my powder blue, which is in my leggings. And I do very much like the subtle blue pencil because whenever you put, for somebody who has brown eyes, whenever you put green or brown next to the, green or blue next to the brown pops because of the variation in the color wheel. So you are accenting and making those brown eyes really stand out. And for me, the blue and the green do that just phenomenally. Also gold. Gold is another really good color for me. Just seeing a problem here, I want to get it fixed. I didn't blend here very well, so I'm gonna have to fix this a little bit here. So I'm gonna dip back into my powder and gonna have to put my lipstick back on because I messed it up, but that's okay. I don't like that clumpy look when you get all right. Get that there. I have enough gloss that I don't need any more gloss there on top of that. So that's it today. Thanks for joining me, everybody, on this Thursday. I so appreciate you. Thank you if you are new to the channel. We do definitely want to hear from you. I welcome comments. I do try very hard to get back to everybody as quickly as I can. I really appreciate that. I hope I have fixed the sound problem. I got another message yesterday on one of my videos that you could not hear. I don't know what that is, why that is happening, but I hopefully fixed it. If this video you still cannot hear me, please send me a message, and I will at that point have to get somebody professionally involved in it, I think, because I am not a techie person at all, and I don't know what to do besides what I have already done. So I hope that fixes the problem. Thank you for joining me this morning while we get ourselves ready for the day. Make it a fantastic day. Get out there and just hit your grand slam and have a very productive day. Thank you for being part of my community. Like and subscribe if you're not. I would love for you to join us, and hit the bell so you know the next time I post a video. And guys, I will see you in the next video. Have a fantastic Thursday. Stay dry, stay safe. Bye-bye.